Hello, beautiful people. It's a girl Jine and it's Jine's signatures. So today I'll be making this very beautiful pencil gown with a sweetheart neckline and then of course a little bit of a design on the neckline like so, just like you saw on the thumbnail, and with a puff sleeve. I have something similar on the channel, but I just decided to do this for probably people that are first timers or they're just flipping through my videos and just saw it and they are interested in watching it. So if this is what you're interested in, please sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So without wasting further ado, is a princess that cut. So without wasting time, I'm going over to the cutting table. Yeah. So thank you to all my amazing subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Let's do better this year. Thank you and God bless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, please kindly feel free to leave it in the comment section and I'll be right there to answer you. So the first thing we're going to be doing now is to go over to cutting off the lower part first. So in order to determine the lower part, you just divide your full length minus your half length. So whatever you have left is going to be used for the lower part of this gown. And then you add your sewing allowances. And then in order to determine what you have on fold, divide the biggest body part, which should supposedly be the hip. You divide by 4 and then you add your sewing allowances. So the first thing I'm doing right here is to mark my waist to my hip and then I'll mark waist to the knee. So do well to take all these measurements on your clients before cutting. So now I haven't done that. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is to get my hip divided by 4 and then add my sewing allowances. Then I'll go over to the waist, divide your waist by 4, add 1 inch for that, and then your sewing allowances as well. So like me, I always use 2 inches for my sewing allowance. And then right there on the knee side, I'll just divide the hip by 4 and then mark that. I'll not be adding any sewing allowances. And then I'll take it all the way to the length of the skirt, like so. So I'm just calling this a skirt because for now it looks like a skirt, but later it will be attached to the half length and then it will become a gown. So now I'm going over to cutting out these, as you can see. So I've cut out the front part and then I'll fold my fabric again, add my sewing allowances for the zipper, and then cut out the back piece. So for the back piece, this is what we have. I was just trying to explain that if you want your hip, the back contoured, like you want the bum to sit perfectly well on the hip side, all you need to do is just on the waist side, you add 1 inch for zip. Then on the hip side, you mark 1.5, and then on the knee side, you use 1 inch as well. So when you connect it, you're going to be seeing that the hip side is going to be protruding far more than the other parts. So that's if you want it contoured anyways. But if you feel like you just wanted to do the normal skirt thing, just add your zipper allowance and then connect and then take it all the way down. So I'm going over to cutting exactly what we have here and you'll be seeing how I'm going to be doing that. So you can see I had to slip that place open because it was up to that 2 inches. So now in order for me to determine the slit, I'll be going up about 20 inches for my slit and then from right there I'll just go in by half an inch and then slit it all the way up like so. So I'm through. So we have our front piece and then we have our back pieces, as you can see. So we are through with the back pieces and I'll be setting this aside. But before then, I want to input my darts so that when I'm sewing it will be pretty much easy. So I'll just give it a notch there. So now set this aside and then we'll go over to the upper parts. So for the upper parts, I folded my fabric as well. Divide your bust by 4 and then you had about 4 inches. So the next thing to do now is to get my shoulder measurement divided by 2 and then add half an inch for joining of the sleeve. And then you come down by 1 inch for your slope. and then do the universal 3 inches for the neck width, and then come down for your armhole. In order to determine your armhole, sometimes I just use my shoulder divided by 2 and bring it down, because it's almost exactly the same thing you're going to be getting anyways. Or alternatively, you can divide your bust by, and then add 1.5 inches. So now I've gone ahead to draft that, and then I came down by 1 inch for my slope, but I remembered to add half an inch for joining on the sleeve. I'm cutting directly on my fabric. I'm not cutting on the paper. So now you get your bust point on the bust, and then you roll that line, those lines out like so. Bust points and on the bust. And then let me just extend the chest line like so as well. So right there on the chest line, I'll divide the nipple by 2, add half an inch. I'll mark it there. Then on the bust point, on the bust, and then the waistline, I'll remove the half an inch and then slant it down like so. So it's going to be a little bit in a slanted format. And then for my side darts, I'll be taking 1.5 inches because my client is not on the big side. So, and then I'll carve that out like so. So like I said, this is going to be, I beg your pardon, sorry. This is going to be a princess dart. So I'll go to the armhole and then come down by about 3 inches and then connect to my nipple to nipple like so. So in order to get our side curve, I'll come down by 1.5 inches as well and then connect to my nipple to nipple measurement in the needle as well. This is very easy. If you follow all the details, you're going to be getting it very well. And then in order not to be short of fabric when I'm sewing, I'll extend that I came down with by 1.5 again by 1.5. You can see the way I extended it. And then for the neck depth, I made use of 3.5 by 6.5 inches. And then I'll just roll this out in form of a square so that I'll get the midpoint of that, and then I'll carve it out to meet the depth like so. So this is like we cutting out a sweetheart neckline. So that's the neckline. So the next thing to do now is to impute our measurements. Bust divided by 4. You add back the half an inch that you're going to be taking from the dart there, and then you add your sewing allowances. You go over to your waist, divide by 4, add back the allowances and then the darts as well. So you connect like so. So this is what we had. Then you carve out your armhole to meet that like so. So we're basically through with the front bodies. So all I need to do now is to go ahead and cut it out. So follow all the way I'm cutting this out. So kindly nudge your under bust so that when sewing it will be going to be very easy for you. And now I'll go over to cutting off the neckline so you can see the way it's going to be by the time we finish cutting it out. So let me open it up so you can see what we have right here. You can see it. So now we're going to cut over the back piece. So for the back piece, I'll fold into 2 and then get my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. And then get the half length. Take your shoulder slopes, your armhole, and your chest line. So just add your half an inch to join it, and then use your 3.5 inches for the neck width. Then for the neck depth, you use 1 inch. Then you come over to the chest line and then add your chest or bust divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. Then you do your waist divided by 4, add 1 inch for this thing, 1 inch for that, and then add your sewing allowances. So on the chest line, I came in by the nipple to nipple divided by 2, and then I'll connect it straight to the waistline like that, and then get my half inch for the darts. And then in order to avoid bulginess of the zipper at the back, you go in by half an inch from the chest line like that, and then you slant it like so. And then you slant half an inch upwards from the waist area like so, so that it was going to be sitting perfectly well on the waist area, and then you carve out your armhole. So this is very, very easy. I'm going ahead to cut this out now. Notch your darts, and then you notch your zipper allowance. So when you open it up, this is what we should be having. So now the next thing to do, now having cut out all this, is to just go ahead and then cut out my lining for everything. Add my wordings to the front part. Turn everything out, and then I'll be back to show you. So I've gone ahead to do that. This is the skirt, that's the front part. I've gone ahead to impute my darts and then turned it out with my lining. I'm not doing a full lining, I did it up to the knee part. So for the back parts, I've gone ahead to turn it out with my lining as well and put the dart. So I'll just go ahead and join it by half inch. And then for the upper parts, the front part, I've gone ahead to do, you can see how the bustier is busting loose. It's standing very well. So this is the lining. So I'm going to be placing it on it like this, and then run it out and then come back. So while I'm back already, so I've gone ahead to turn it out and then giving it a very good press. So all you need to do is to just get these strips that I have here in form of a strip, depending on how wide you want yours to be, but I'm comfortable with this particular what I have. I cut out 2 inches anyways and then folded it, and it came out like this. So I'm going to be placing it like this and then go ahead to run it. So I've gone ahead to run it on my machine, and this is how it came out to be. So you can see the inside, so I'll just cut out the excesses that I have right there. So after doing that, just give it a very good press. So you're going to be introducing your back piece now. I just want to use my pins to hold down the zipper allowance tentatively. Before I go ahead and join it on the shoulders. So I'll place right sides facing each other like so, and then run it out by half inch. So because of the design in the front, I'm not going to be using my lining to turn the shoulder area. I'll have to weave all that. But let me quickly do that, and then I've gone ahead to do it, and I went ahead to do my puff sleeve. I already have detailed tutorials on how to achieve this puff sleeve. It's a dedicated tutorial for making puff sleeve. So if you don't know how to do that, kindly check out on my channel. It's very detailed right there. So if you enjoyed watching this tutorial, thank you all and God bless you. And don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to leave beautiful comments. So you can see how neat and how clean everything came out to be. So thank you all and God bless you. So see you all on my next tutorial. And like I always say, this is Jine's Signatures, and I'll be signing out. Enjoy the rest of the tutorial. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Bye. Ciao.